What's going on YouTube? It is YGO Waddles back at it again with another deck profile. Today we're doing my boy Kevin, who just topped for the first time ever using Goki, Dark Warrior, Extendo, Turbo, Thingamajig. I think he's going to be way better explaining this than I am, even though I've had to play it for the last 2 months and watch him just do a 20-minute combo and set up things that I just can't out. So, Kevin, why don't you explain what got you to top it today?
Well, it was a good amount of luck, but pretty much a lot of it has to do with the people weren't expecting me to run like Warrior Gokis, and it's a surprisingly effective deck for such how cheap the cards are. And people just don't expect Gokis to do this good.
Yeah, dude. Alrighty. Let's see the main.
Alright, first off, starting with 3 Goki Suprex.
Oh, I think that everyone should know this.
Yes.
Gokis. What does every effect on every Goki monster say?
Every Goki has the effect, I mean, they'll have 2 effects, but the second effect is that they add another Goki card.
That's just so wild to me.
Yes, and what's nice is that there are also Goki spell cards there that'll show you that they can also add those 2 if you want.
Alright, so what does Suprex do?
Suprex, when you normal summon it, it can special summon another Goki if you have it in your hand.
Damn, okay.
Alright, here's the next one. Goki Twist Cobra also can add another Goki card, and you contribute by quick effect a Goki, including itself or just another Goki you have on the field, to have that Goki give its attack to another Goki on the field.
Jesus.
Then here you go, Goki Headbat. As another Goki, he can target a Goki on the field, discard another Goki you have in hand to special summon him, and give the Goki you targeted 800.
Jesus.
You don't really care about the 800 generally. It can come in handy sometimes, but generally you just wanted to get the special summon out so you could extend farther.
Correct.
This is Iron Claw. You don't really use him, you just add him by Isolde and discard him with Headbat to special summon Headbat. But, sometimes it comes in handy because it also can give a Goki 500 attack in battle phase. Kind of helpful. Then you have the one-ofs of Goki Octo Stretch and Goki Guts. You don't really care about their effects. Like, really, they're level 1 Gokis that you just need to have.
Targets.
Yeah, because you send Phoenix Blade with Isolde, then you summon level 1 Goki, and yeah, they both add another Goki to
fucking broken. Alright.
Now,
so that's all the Gokis that you run, right? All the
Gokis that I generally run, yeah.
Oh,
I might change up the ratios a little bit, but I generally will stick to this. This is tried and true.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Next, non-Goki cards. Phantom Knights, Silent Boots.
Yep, fire.
This is really good. You summon it with Shade Brigandine, and then you could special summon it when you have another Phantom Knights card on the field, and you could banish it from the graveyard to add Fogblade to your hand, which is a really great trap card.
Yeah.
Then you have the Phantom Knight's Ancient Cloak. You send this guy off of Shade Brigandine.
Off of Bardiche.
Or Bardiche, not Shade Brigandine. Yeah, Bardiche, sorry. Bardiche, not, yeah. And then you'll add the Silent Boots to your hand, and then you'll special summon Silent Boots when you have Bardiche on the field. Next, just Super Quantum Red Layer.
Okay.
You just use these guys pretty much just for the extender purpose. They're a warrior that you can special summon when you don't have any other monsters on the field. And you just generally want to, see this guy first, and so you can have like 3 monsters when you extend starting off. Then you have Blue Mountain Butterspray, again another warrior extender. When you normal summon a warrior monster, you can special summon this guy. Fire Flint Lady, super necessary
super
card.
Cracked, super good
card with Durandal. If you have like 2 copies, you will see this all the time. Codebreaker 0 Day. You summon this with the Virus Swordsman and Virus Berserker combo.
Yeah, we'll go over that later.
Mm-hmm. And those are all the general warriors and extenders. Then, of course, 3 Ash Blossom.
Of course.
You gotta have the bricks.
Ooh,
Of course, Dark Magician, Red Eyes.
We all know what it's for.
Yep. And those are all the monsters and warrior extenders that I carry in my deck.
25 monsters in total. You gotta see your warriors.
Mm-hmm. Right, so we'll finish with that. Then let's go to basically all the spells. Start with Red Eyes Fusion. Gotta summon Dragoon. Durandal. This is really good. You equip it to a monster, then you send it to grave, and you add a Fire Warrior to your hand. You're generally always gonna add a Fire Flint Lady because you have to equip it to a monster. unless you're going second and you equip it to your opponent's monster, you're not going to be able to summon Super Quantum Red Layer. So you're going to summon Fire Flint Lady, special summon that with a warrior on field.
Yeah.
And then Goki Rematch. Super awesome card.
Yeah,
you can
what does it
run
do?
this at 3. Oh, you have 2 Gokis in your graveyard? You special summon them in defense mode.
It's a double Monster Reborn
Yes.
for Gokis.
The only shitty part is that you have to have 2 Gokis in the grave.
Yeah,
Going
it's a
first,
mandatory
sometimes I have gotten shitted on because my opponents just play the right time and I don't have the best hand, so that kind of sucks. But if you know what you're doing, you could play around that to make sure that you always have this available.
Right.
Rhoda.
Of course.
It's Warriors. Rhoda. Monster Reborn.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah, you could change this for a different card, but I like Monster Reborn.
It's better to run the Monster Reborn than to run 3 Rematch. Because Monster Reborn, if you see both, then you can still activate both.
And then, you could get lucky. Maybe they pop your Dragoon, you see Monster Reborn draw, and it's like, cool, summon Dragoon again. It's like, that's nice.
Yeah, pretty good.
Instant Fusion, you use this as another Warrior Extender card. You summon Raijin. And
of course.
it can be really good to just summon Raijin. Even though it can't attack, that quick effect for Raijin to flip down a monster is awesome.
Yeah, I play Shadows. It's really terrifying.
Next card, Phoenix Blade.
Holy crap. Why is this not banned?
This card is awesome because you can banish 2 warriors from your graveyard to add it to your hand to use as just a free discard.
Forever.
I have a bunch of warriors, and it's not a once per turn. You could just keep on doing this if you have a bunch of warriors in your grave. So, yay! Then, Twin Twisters. I didn't have this in my deck at first, but I put them in, like, a little bit before the end of the day, and I actually saw, almost instant...
use out of it?
Yeah, instant use out of it. And especially because, you have the Phoenix Blade, you have free discards. This basically just turns into double MST for no cost.
Right.
And then...
The last 3 cards?
The last 3 are just some trap cards. The Phantom Knight's trap cards. This is Fogblade.
Yep, you get 2 for the combo.
Yes, and even if you choose not to get the second Fogblade, you could choose to get Shade Brigadine or even add it with Silent Boots or something like that.
To get the extra warrior on board.
Or even you could use that normal monster, because it summons as a normal monster. Oh yeah, and you also have to have no traps in your hand. You could special summon this the turn you set it to, which is really nice. You can summon Link Spider if you need to get that effect monster too, using it to link off even more.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah, just one normal monster.
So that's all for the main deck.
Jesus. Anything that you would change about the main deck?
Nothing yet besides maybe adding or taking out a couple of the Gokis. I was thinking, I tried once, I didn't like it, but I might try it again, taking out one of the headbats and putting in the 3rd Twist Cobra. And, because that quick effect is actually really powerful. You, it turns,
our locals is Shadol and Dragon Heavy, so it is a very good idea to be able to add that.
Just being able to get a 2-monster combo out, so you can just use that 1 monster, go to battle phase, attack over window.
Yeah.
That's all you need to combo off in your main phase 2. Alright, let's go to the extra deck.
Yep.
Starting off, 2 copies of Isolde.
The most broken card in the deck.
It is great, and I believe you really should run 2 copies of this card. It is pretty necessary. It just lets you add a warrior card when you summon it. You can't use it, but I generally just use that as discard fodder.
Right. The Gokis actually need Isolde to combo off every single time, or else it's kind of hard for them to.
Yes.
So having a second Isolde in there is very fire.
And its second effect is super awesome and super broken for warriors. You send in a equip card from your deck, just special summon in the monster with the same level equal to the number of equip cards you send. So you send Phoenix Blade. Awesome. You summon a Goki from your extra deck.
Oh, and that's cost to send the Phoenix Blade, by the way. That's insane.
Even if you get this effect negated, you're still plussing because you get that. You want the Phoenix Blade just in the graveyard, so you can use its effect, so you get free discards forever.
You never want to see it in your hand.
But then if you actually do summon that level 1, it's going to be a level 1 Goki. Then you're going to link this off with another extender that you have summoned to Appaloosa.
Jesus.
And then they have a period where they could mirror you before that, but if they don't, they wait. Or even if they do then, you can still extend to who the fuck knows where. Next card, Anaconda.
Of course.
Super awesome.
Enough said.
Yes, just enough said. Summon Dragoon. Yeah.
Yeah, Summon Dragoon.
IP Masquerena, a really good tech card, just
so good.
If you know your opponent isn't running a Super Poly deck, you leave it on the field with like Anaconda, Dragoon, and IP. During your opponent's main phase, after they play a card, you just summon Avermax. Then Avermax just turns into Baby Dragoon, which in some situations is better because that attack just gets over everything.
Right. There's almost nothing that outs it.
Yes, and if they do, you're just like, alright, I'll just shuffle one of your cards back to deck.
Yeah. Everyone forgets that effect of Avermax.
Yes. It has, Dragoon and Avermax, they have a lot of effects, so you can't blame them.
Read the card. And
which one? Oh, yeah, sorry. IP Master.
Oh, no, I'm just saying read the card in general.
Oh, yeah, read the card, yes. Then we have these two, I could just show them together. Codebreaker Virus Swordsman and Codebreaker Virus Berserker. You link this guy off. As long as it's co-linked, that's why you summon it after you summon like Appaloosa or just any monster that can point down. Link monster. And then this guy summons Codebreaker 0 Day from your deck to the field. Then you use these two link off to summon Codebreaker Virus Berserker. And Codebreaker Virus Berserker just summons them back.
So it's just a free monster on board.
Yeah, it turns like just 2 monsters into
3,
like 3. And however many link materials that you could use to pretty much make however much you want.
God.
Alright, then I'll put these guys back into more space. Then you have these guys. Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Unicorns, awesome tech cards,
By the way, Unicorn is super fire in here because he's always going to have fodder because he's always going to be adding cards to him. So it is always going to be live.
Oh yeah, and I summon a lot of link monsters too. So a lot of the times I'll have options to co-link them. So a lot of the times I'll activate their effects, have a Phoenix Blade in hand, discard the Phoenix Blade, and then get a draw off their effect. So get basically their effect plus a draw for no cost. And then I can even add the Phoenix Blade back sometimes. Alright, and then Phantom Knights, Rusty Bardiche. Let's forget that guy's name.
Fire card.
Super awesome. You can't use him as link material, sadly. I figured that out today, and I was like, oh no. That stops a lot of the combos. But it's still a really fire card, and having him on the field is not the worst thing ever. During your main phase, you send a Silent Boots or the Phantom Knights card to set a Phantom Knights trap card. So at first you'll just send him, and not the Silent Boots god Phantom Knight, sorry, I forget that guy, other guy's effect.
Ancient Cloak.
Ancient Cloak. You send Ancient Cloak, and then you set Fogblade with this guy's effect. Then you banish Ancient Cloak, you add Silent Boots, and special summon Silent Boots, and you use that to link off
into anything.
Whatever is useful, and then you have Silent Boots engraved, banish that, and get another Fogblade, or Shade Brigandine to hand.
Jesus.
Next, Avermax.
Of course.
Avermax, I think it's a great card.
I think it's probably your favorite
amazing
card.
Yeah, I personally think, especially because I used it before I had Dragoon, and I had so much success with it before that. Like, if you don't want to invest a lot of money, it's a $5 card, it's a little, but you will get so much benefit out of it for how much it costs.
Right.
Or, if you don't exactly like Avermax, you could train it out for any other link for, like, Boral Sword Dragon, Borreload Dragon. Boral Sword Dragon's great. You steal your fucking monsters, your opponent's monster, yeah.
Borreload's the one that does that, yeah.
Oh, Borreload, yeah.
It's insane.
And then Appaloosa, that's great. Just generic link 4, you summon it off Isolde, then your opponent just, have a bunch of negates for your opponent's monsters.
And then the one that we're gonna need to explain.
This one, what does it do? It took a lot of time for me to decide I actually wanted to put it in, but when I found out it's 2 warriors, so it's super easy to get out. The only Goki link monster I use, but to start off, it is unaffected by other card effects.
Oh,
that's
so it's like Ultimate Conductor Falcon.
It is, by itself, not the strongest card on the field. It's only at 2,800, but that's still a good amount for your opponent to have to, pull over. Construct cannot. It has to crash into this guy.
Yes.
To destroy it. But it also gains 200 for all other link monsters that you control, or per their link rating. So if I have this boy out, it's 3 link rating. It gets plus 600. And so having a card that can gain attack that's unaffected by other card effects, they have to out your other cards first. Or have a super techie card that can affect cards that are not affected by your opponent's card effects. They have to use cards that affect your opponent.
Right.
And then if you don't really care about using those effects, you can tribute it or another Goki Link monster, but I don't have any other Goki Link monster, so I always tribute it. You can destroy as many cards on your opponent's, I think on the field equal to the Link rating of this card. So if you really need to, you can pop some of your own cards.
Yes, and this is only during your turn, but I mean it's a 4-card wipe.
Yes. And Link Spider.
Mm-hmm.
In case you get Nibiru, which this deck is really susceptible to, you having this card in your extra deck means you don't really have to worry about it too much. You just use this and special summon a level 4 in your hand, which you're always going to have because you always add with Gokis and stuff. At the very least, you summon Anaconda Dragoon.
Yeah.
And that's not the worst thing. There are definitely worse players. Then the last 2 cards, the only fusions in my deck, you have Raijin. You summon off Instant Fusion, Great Book of Moon Effect. Then Dragoon.
Of course.
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't have to really explain why you put that in your deck. It's great.
Yes. Alrighty, let's go over to the side deck.
Side deck?
This is probably going to be a lot easier.
Side deck's pretty generic.
Yeah.
2 Nibiru.
Of course.
I want 3, but I just have 2 right now.
Fair enough.
Dino Wrestler Pankratops.
Amazing.
Just great to have as a one-of. Lancia.
Yes, because Dinos.
Mm-hmm.
And every other deck.
Let's see. Ghost Ogre, Snow Rabbit, Arsenal. They get the send, but you still pop the Arsenal. It's really nice if they have another. They still have 2 materials on Arsenal. You're just like, no, you don't get to use that.
Shout out Andrew who plays Nubrons.
Yes. Also, fuck him. And then you have Dark Ruler No More. Budget Frozen Droplet. You use it to go against Dragon Rulers.
Yeah, any build-a-board deck.
Mm-hmm. Any deck that is like mine, you use this against them.
Yes.
Then evenly matched. Just another generic side deck card.
Yeah.
Really great.
It's really good against the control decks.
The only time I actually used it today was, funnily enough, I didn't actually get the effect. I just used it to eat a Solemn Warning. But because of that, I did that. I was able to make my other plays because that, it eats through 1 counter trap.
Yeah.
And my deck can
play through
still, normal summon and still play through at least 1 or 2 more negates.
Jesus. Alrighty, man. Any shout-outs that you want to give before logging off?
Shout out to my boy Connor.
Yes. Shout out Connor, bro. Shout out
Connor Grissom. He is an amazing man.
Yeah, dude. And shout out King Kong, too. I just got this playmat today. Very sexy. You'll see me rocking this playmat for most of my deck profiles. Shout out King Kong, letting us be able to play Yu-Gi-Oh! When the world shut down. Pretty nice, man. Alrighty. Thank you, Kevin, so much. Congratulations on Top 10. We will see you next time with a Shaddoll invoked deck profile.